Good morning and welcome to KidNuz. I'm Tori. Today is Monday, March 1st, 2021. And we begin with a hair-raising good deed by an Indianapolis, Indiana principal. It took some talking, but Jason Smith finally figured out why one of his Stony Brook middle schoolers wouldn't part with his hat, despite it being a dress code violation. Lurking beneath the lid was a bad haircut, and like anyone who's had one, Anthony Moore wasn't keen on sharing it. Principal Smith understood, and instead of suspending the embarrassed teenager, drove home in the snow, got his clippers, and returned to fix the young man's lines. Anthony promptly thanked him, apologized for causing a problem, and went back to class hat-free. Mr. Smith said that although people think he went above and beyond, he was simply making his school a place where problems get solved instead of making them worse. It's being called the Lamborghini of Chariots, and it has historians around the world buzzing with excitement. The ornate ceremonial ride was just found in Pompeii, nearly 2,000 years after Mount Vesuvius blew its top and buried the Italian city in ash. The fancy find is decked out with 4 iron wheels, a seat for 2, and metal medallions, and was likely used for festivities and parades, perhaps also to carry brides to their new homes. Over the years, archaeologists have unearthed many everyday vehicles, but this one, they say, is extraordinary and one that has no parallel in Italy thus far. Girl Scout cookie selling season is well underway, and one remarkable troop in particular is the one to watch. According to CNN, a group of girls in Council Bluffs, Iowa, has sold more than 5,000 boxes of cookies in all 50 states. That far outpaced their own goal and was reached even though all of them are homeless. Troop 64224 is based in an emergency shelter called Micah House, and its size varies with the number of families staying there at any given time. No matter, though, the pandemic push to online sales helped their cause, and their own personal pride to show entrepreneurial skills keep them going. There's still a month left in cookie selling season, and from what their scout leader says, they have no intention of slowing down. What do ping pong and the climate crisis have in common? The answer is 14-year-old Anna Hersey of Great Britain. The Olympic-bound athlete is also an enthusiastic environmentalist. So much so, President Biden asked the U.S. Embassy to reach out to her family, hoping she'd agree to step into the spotlight and rally kids her age to the cause, much like Greta Thunberg before her. Anna says she's happy to answer the call and knows she can use her sports platform to help spark change. She's already in talks to participate in Earth Day celebrations on April 22nd and the United Nations Climate Change Conference in Scotland later this year. In KidNuz notes, one suspected consequence of the climate crisis is longer, more intense hurricane seasons. We saw it last year with a record number of big storms, and meteorologists are already gearing up for this year by getting their names ready. According to CNN, some of the stars of Frozen may make the 2021 cut, with Anna, Elsa, and Olaf on the list of possibilities. Shipments of Johnson & Johnson's COVID vaccine could start as early as today. As expected over the weekend, the FDA greenlighted the company's one-dose version, giving the United States its third and most convenient option to fight the virus. It was a sea of red and black on the greens this weekend as golfers showed support for Tiger Woods. At the final round of a tournament yesterday, many honored the injured legend by wearing his signature Sunday outfit of red shirt and black pants. Tiger is still in a California hospital recovering from a car accident last weekend. Octopuses are already known for being brilliant, what with their 3 hearts and blue blood. Turns out the prehistoric wonders have another ability up their 8 sleeves. Scientists recently discovered that octopuses can sense light through their arms even while they're asleep or their eyes are otherwise busy. According to the study published in the Journal of Experimental Biology, the reason for this sixth sense isn't yet known, but researchers suspect it somehow helps the octopus keep track of its free-flowing appendages, and when prey are nearby, is a cue to retract and protect their arms from becoming a snack. That's it for Kid News. Now our Kid News quiz. Why is an Indiana middle school principal in the news? Instead of suspension, he gave one of his students a haircut. What extraordinary find was recently made in the ruins of Pompeii? A very ornate and intact chariot. Octopuses can reportedly detect what with their tentacles? Light, even when they're sleeping. What's the name of the teenage climate activist just tapped by President Biden to help engage kids? "14-year-old Anna Hersey of Great Britain." In One for the Road. Do you have a younger brother or sister? Get them ready for a muddy mess. Next year, Peppa Pig will get her own pen inside Legoland in Winter Haven, near Orlando, Florida. When it opens, the resort will have the usual rides, food, and assorted attractions, plus the unusual, Peppa's favorite, muddy puddles. Peppa Pig is licensed in 60 countries and shown in 40 languages, but this will be her first theme park anywhere. Before we go, it's time to recognize our teachers and their students, starting with Ms. Matzak at All Saints Catholic School in Kenosha, Wisconsin, Mrs. Zimmer at Washington Monroe in Lincoln, Illinois, Mrs. Chandler at Riego Creek and the Champions Academy in Roseville, California, and Miss Astwood at St. Philip in Petersburg, Pennsylvania. Thanks for listening. Please take a moment to rate and review us wherever you get your podcasts, and we'll see you back here for more Kid News tomorrow morning.